growing up in Louisiana, 1971, I was 10 years old, and LSU was playing Notre Dame. And it was a great game, two highly ranked opponents. There was a young man named Ronnie Epstein who was from the rural Louisiana. Had 17 tackles that game. He had 3 great stops on the goal line, and LSU beat Notre Dame 28-3. And the headline was Irish Stew for LSU. And I was a young boy from the Rolls. I think the whole city of the Rolls, the whole state of Louisiana was cheering for the Tigers that night. It was just magic. And ever since then, I wanted to be in the purple and gold.
Hello and welcome to this edition of Tigers Roar on Pelican Sports TV. I'm Tommy Krysan along with Jordy Hultberg. Good evening, sir. How are you?
Who says dreams don't come true? They can happen to you if you're Ed O at heart, right?
Well, that's something else. Cool little story that we opened up with. That was a game you were at.
I was there, saw it. Beat the Irish, beat them pretty good.
Took care of them there. So can we say football season's here with the SEC Media Days having occurred? No?
No, I don't believe so.
When
football season occurs? The week before the opener. I
got to tell you about something I learned today about that, okay? But first off, obviously Media Days have taken place, and they're going forward. LSU goes up there with Darius Geis and Christian Lacouture
right.
and DJ Shark.
Number 7.
Those guys got on
They
up
were terrific.
there.
They were terrific.
Great job. And another thing that we learned, which is something Tiger fans want to know about, we now know when they report and when they'll start practice. And it's a little bit earlier because, as you know, the NCAA eliminated two-a-days for college football, so they allowed some extra days to start.
LSU never did two-a-days anymore.
Very few teams did.
Yeah, they stopped
Some
all that.
did,
Right.
or if they did do two-a-days, one was a very light workout, and then you had the second workout that was heavy. You know, it's not like back in the day when Ed Orgeron first signed with LSU. I mean, you had pads on twice a day, and they were banging. So
that's the next obvious question. When are you allowed to put pads on?
Well,
because they extended it a week, but that's not going to mean they're going to put pads on a week sooner. I don't think. We'll see.
But anyway, the reporting date for LSU football has been established, and it was announced by Ed Orgeron. Sunday, July 30th. That's when the players will check in and go through some things and get all checked in and ready to go. First practice will be Monday, July 31st. Again, no two-a-days, so Tiger fans now know when info will start coming out.
On the 30th, they get their physicals taken, they get fitted for equipment, they get their rooms where they're supposed to be, they check in all that stuff. They have a team meeting that night, and they lay the law down. Here's the rules, here's the regulations. You know all this by now, and we're going to hit the turf running come tomorrow. I would imagine, with the way the heat has been, I would imagine they'd go early in the day.
Or go indoors, half indoors, out, something like that.
Just whatever. Because you want to miss the showers as much as you possibly can, so you go early in the morning, get it out of the way, and then you spend all the afternoon rehabbing or looking at tape and meetings and all that stuff.
Now, the other thing we know, the season will open on Saturday, September the 2nd, against BYU, a very good BYU team, the Cougars of BYU at NRG Stadium over in Houston. That's an 8:30 kickoff. And it is my pleasure to announce that we will have the Pelican Sports post-game show immediately following the game, or about midnight or after. TV and radio, your phone calls, your text messages, Buddy Sanji, myself, reports from the stadium. So looking forward to cranking that up again this year. Very late on that opening week, but heck, we're going to be there for you.
Not to be the one that asks all the questions, but what happens if the game runs over 3.5 hours? The Mormons and BYU have a law. You can't do anything on a Sunday. So at 12 midnight, if that game's still going, I'd put the 4 corners on. If it's a close game, Ed, pull the 4 corners, baby. Spread them out, milk some clock, make that thing run.
We're going to get this clarified, but I read one spot where if the game started on a Saturday, they could finish on a Sunday. In this case, 8:30 kickoff, which is really going to be 8:36, 8:38, and it could be later.
TV game, long.
Well, because if the game before that, they'll call you. Been in locker rooms when they called from the network and said, "Okay, 20 minutes later than you thought," because we want to have it, especially being opening weekend. If it's week 9 and both teams are terrible, they just tell them go out there and play.
Can you imagine? Geis gets the ball on a pitch out, the clock strikes 12, BYU walks off the field,
and they go to the locker room.
Touchdown. Game's over.
But anyway, that's going to be an interesting thing, and we'll get the answer to that between now and September 2nd. The other thing that I thought I had read this, and then I would maybe look it up today, but that's not BYU's first game. And that made LSU mad.
I did not know that.
Now, I thought, I said today, I want to look up the BYU schedule.
Wow.
And I looked, and they play Portland State the Saturday before in Provo, Utah on ESPN, which will give Tiger fans a chance to check out the Cougars. But I remembered reading, I think last summer when it was announced they would play BYU, and LSU was a little upset.
LSU's upset with them. They're upset with Florida. Who are they upset with?
But I think it's an advantage to LSU. They're going to get some tape.
Yeah.
They're going to get to watch these guys play, and they're not going to be able to watch LSU.
Seriously, what are they going to do against Portland State?
They're going to go vanilla and beat them 42-0.
Exactly. They're not going to show you anything, but at least it gives them some live contact and an opportunity to do special teams and all that goofy stuff.
Yeah, and
Portland State.
And of course, another thing that came out of the media day sessions is the LSU Florida thing, with more gas being thrown on the fire. Homecoming, College World Series rings being given out at halftime.
Oh, yeah. They have had homecoming 20 of the past 21 years against an SEC opponent. So settle down, slow down. Homecoming doesn't mean doodly squat. Just go play the game and see. It's tough enough playing in the swamp. Tough enough. Don't worry about homecoming.
I think all that stuff's for the fans. It's for the media. We'll talk about it a bunch that week,
TV,
but it'll all be about the kickoff that Saturday with LSU and Florida. And so, we'll get into a lot of that.
Have they narrowed the gap between the hatred for LSU fans with Alabama and Florida? Is it getting closer?
I don't know. We might have to take a poll, month of August poll or something, huh?
I think it's getting close.
Do a little some of that in there. All right, what we're going to do is we're going to take a break, come back, and let you hear from Ed Orgeron, the Tiger head football coach. We've got a lot of stuff from him. You'll hear from Darius Geis. You'll hear from SEC Commissioner Greg Sankey. And we got to talk a little hoops tonight. That Javonte Smart story kind of flew under the radar this summer, and I certainly want your opinion on that a little bit later as well. So we'll take a break. When we come back, we're going to tell you about Tremonti's Meat and Seafood, and then let you hear from Coach Ed Orgeron right here on Tigers Roar, Baton Rouge, Lafayette, New Orleans, on the internet at PelicanSportsTV.com, Cox Cable, AT&T Uverse. Mid-morning Thursday, it'll be up on YouTube, youtube.com/Pelican Broadcast. And Jordy Hultberg,
that's a lot of places,
Tommy Krysan. Wow. We'll be right back. Stay with us. Acord Eye Clinic Vision Source is located on Perkins Road in Baton Rouge, offering full-service optical and lab work. Dr. Shonda Acord and the professionally trained staff pride themselves on service, complete eye exams, help with contact lenses, and selection of frames featuring Silhouette, Gucci, Jimmy Choo, and all the top lines. State-of-the-art equipment including Optimap, which digitally photographs your retina. Call Acord Eye Clinic for an appointment, 225-767-3937. That's 225-767-3937. Visit the website, visionsource-br.com. All patients of all ages are welcome. Acord Eye Clinic, Vision Source.
DLA Painting Incorporated is your company for professional painting, serving the greater Baton Rouge area and South Louisiana for over 20 years. Ready to paint for those recovering from flood, residential repaint, commercial painting, any size job, free estimates. Customer satisfaction is our highest priority. Call 225-505-8785. DLA Painting Incorporated, fully insured. Call Dennis at DLA Painting at 225-505-8785.
Desire in your eyes, but you can't keep it in your heart. 'Cause misery loves company. 'Cause misery loves company. Cold and hungry like a dog in the street. I get a raw deal every.
Cypress Lake Apartments are conveniently located off Segan Lane in Baton Rouge, a CLK multifamily management property Come see this community which has many amenities including swimming pools, fitness room, playground, and much more. 1, 2, and 3 bedroom apartments. Stop by Cypress Lake Apartments, call 225-293-6789, or go online, live at cypresslakeapts.com. Tigers Roar here on Pelican Sports TV. We like to tell you about Mike Tremonti's place. Tremonti's Meat and Seafood, an institution in Baton Rouge, and so many things for you. Jordy, tell us about it.
Hey, it's just a great place to go if you're looking for quality. Their slogan is this: cheap meat ain't good, and good meat ain't cheap. And he's got great meat. I'm telling you, Chairman's Reserve Beef. Go to Tremonti's.com. They're located at 12451 Old Jefferson Highway. Parkview Baptist School and Church is on the corner. Come on down. You can't miss them. They have a mobile catering truck. They can go out anywhere in this world. They do everything. They've got everything you need. Here's a great idea. You're getting ready to go on a vacation, going to the beach. You're not going to go out to eat every night. So stop by Tremonti's. Get some of their world-famous hamburger patties that are frozen and they're sealed tight, so they're going to be fresh. Get some of their sausage, their ribs. Bring it there with you. Stick it on the barbecue pit, and you are good to go. That's Tremonti's.com. And tell Mike when you show up that you heard it here on Tigers Roar.
2 stories for you from Tremonti's.
Okay.
Number 1, since you and I have last talked about Tremonti's, I've had the potatoes au gratin from Tremonti's.
How good are they?
A+. And I know the secret. I do know the secret to it, but incredible. And as you always say, you pop it in the oven, look at the clock, it's ready. Yeah, boom, you're good. You put it on a plate, eat it.
Watch TV,
and
there
then
it is.
A dear friend of ours had to go up to North Canada. I mean, way up. I mean, like almost to the North Pole. Okay, literally. And he got a bunch of stuff from Mike. Mike coached him up on packing in some dry ice and suggested things. He had to have a Louisiana food night for these folks who had never experienced anything like this in their lives. And so with Mike's help, he made the long trek all the way up there.
That's great.
It all worked out perfect, and the people absolutely loved the food. There was nothing left. They just gobbled it up. Couldn't get enough of it. Had to sprinkle spice to those that wanted it a little more spicy. So Mike took care of that situation, and that's just another example as to the many things they can do.
He takes a lot of pride. He's been in business for over 13 years now, and it's every day, every day. If you have a bad meal, somebody's going to have a bad taste in their mouth. They're never going to come back. So they are very prudent about what they do and how they do it, and they're terrific. That's Tremonti's Meat and Seafood Market. Go to Tremonti's.com, and you can see for yourself everything they've got to offer. Doesn't that look good, man?
Oh, man. Hey,
Ooh.
Check it out. You will be satisfied, I can assure you. LSU Tiger football fans, you want to hear from the man. He's the only first-year coach of the 14 SEC schools this year.
10 years removed from the last time he showed up.
Yeah, but he's the only first-year coach at the deal, and he was up in the early part of the 4-day event. Here's some comments we want to share with you from Tiger head football coach Ed Orgeron.
It's great to be back in SEC Media Days. What a wonderful event for college football, and what a wonderful event for the best conference in the United States. But before I start, I'd like to say our thoughts and our prayers for the LSU family and our coaching staff, with Congressman Steve Scalise and his family, and as he gets better in Washington. We know he'll fight like a tiger. I'd like to tell you a little story about growing up in Louisiana. 1971, I was 10 years old, and LSU was playing Notre Dame. And it was a great game, 2 highly ranked opponents. There was a young man named Ronnie Hesting who was from the Rose, Louisiana. Had 17 tackles that game. He had 3 great stops on the goal line, and LSU beat Notre Dame 28-3. And the headline was Irish Stew for LSU, and I was a young boy from the Rose. I think the whole city of the Rose, the whole state of Louisiana was cheering for the Tigers that night. It was just magic. And ever since then, I wanted to be in the purple and gold. I want to thank Joe Oliva. I want to thank Kenny Alexander and the LSU family for hiring me as the head coach of the LSU Tigers. What an honor. Obviously, we're excited about the upcoming season. I want to talk to you a little bit about each unit coming up. On our offensive staff, we are very excited to have Matt Canada as our offensive coordinator. Matt runs a very diverse offense, a lot of shifts, motions, use of personnel, fly sweeps. It makes it difficult to defend. But the thing I like best about Matt was he talked about being a team player, and he talked about running a balanced offense, 50% run, 50% pass. I think he's going to do an outstanding job as an offensive coordinator. I have to give credit to Matt to come in the spring and install his offense with a brand new offensive staff. Guys that he had never met before. They did a tremendous job. They gelled well and really had a great spring. One of our biggest hires going into the new season was hired an assistant head coach, recruiting coordinator, running back coach, and Tommy Robinson. Tommy's one of the best recruiters in the United States. He's a great running back coach. He's even a better man. We're honored to have him on our staff. The next thing we had to do was get a guy that I trust in recruiting the city of New Orleans, which is really, really important to us at LSU with the state of Louisiana. And we found Mickey Joseph. He's a friend of mine. I've known him before. He went out in several places. He was at Louisiana Tech, but we came back and hired him as our wide receiver coach. He has done a tremendous job in recruiting and a tremendous job of coaching our wide receivers. On our staff already was Steve Insminger, a Tiger, played quarterback, was a great Tiger, one of the toughest coaches I've ever been around. Did a tremendous job of taking over the offensive coordinator job. Once I become interim head coach, and broke all kind of LSU records. Steve's going to coach our tight end and will be very instrumental in helping Matt Canada on our offense. Also on our offense, Jeff Grimes has done a tremendous job. Jeff was very loyal to me in the interview process and does a good job of recruiting and a great job of coaching our offensive line. Now, when I interviewed Matt, I said, Matt, what type of quarterback do you need? He says, Coach, we can have success with a pro-style quarterback or a dual-threat quarterback. I said, it's good, we have both. Here's what we're going to do. We're going to make a quarterback competition in spring, and I want every quarterback to have a chance to show you his different skill sets and see if you like it. And we did that throughout the spring. He let every quarterback compete. Danny came out, was the best quarterback running his system. Lowell Narcisse did a great job. Lindsey Scott did a great job. Justin McMillan did a great job. And now we recruited Miles Brennan, who I told him I was going to give him a chance to earn the starting spot at quarterback at LSU. So there's still a quarterback competition going into fall camp. But right now, if we were to play, Danny would be our starter. And by the way, Danny loves the competition. He loves that we made it a quarterback competition. Actually, he thrives in it. So, to answer the question about the quarterback competition, there's still a competition there, but right now, Danny is leading around. And you guys know we have one of the best defensive coordinators in all of football. And we're glad that Dave is back with us. He signed a 3-year contract. He's a great coordinator. He's a great position coach, outstanding recruiter, and even better man. I think he did a great job of shifting from the 4-3 to the 3-4 defense. His defense led the nation with fewest touchdowns in just 1 year, and he held the Heisman Trophy winner, Lamar Jackson, out of the end zone in our great bowl win, the Citrus Bowl versus Louisville. On our defensive line is Pete Jenkins. Pete Jenkins will be known as one of the greatest assistant coaches to ever coach the game. He spent 15 years at LSU before we rehired him. He promised me this. He says, Coach, you will be the last LSU head coach I work for. I said, I got it, Pete. Appreciate it. Outside linebacker coach Dennis Johnson, who also played at LSU, is an outstanding recruiter, who was my graduate assistant. He coached outside linebacker. And Corey Raymond, one of the best recruiters in the country, outstanding teacher, DBU, Jamal Adams, Davis Light, all those guys, Patrick Peterson, the Honey Badgers. Corey Raymond also played at LSU, and so Louisiana means a lot to us.
Coach O.
He a little low-keyed for that SEC Media Day. Low-keyed.
Do you think? Okay, and I'm gonna get on a slippery
I have an
slope
idea.
here.
I have an idea.
You think they said, you know, they all got media coaches. Ed, you got to come off a little professional,
I think that's
little
exactly
total line here. Don't be the Cookie Monster from Sesame Street.
I think that's exactly it.
Let's
Yeah.
kick it up a
And he
notch. You're
accomplished
gonna
that.
have the coat and tie on. He does his radio and TV
Doesn't
show.
matter
you know.
what he says to the media. He's not getting them. They're not playing for him. Fire up your team when it counts. So I
Right.
think you're
You
absolutely
think
correct.
there could be something
Yeah,
to that?
I think so.
All right, we'll take a break, come back, let you hear more from the head Tiger football coach, Ed Orgeron, right after this pause here on Pelican Sports TV. Stay with us.
Creel Tree Service is a licensed and insured tree service providing tree and stump removal, topping, trimming, cabling, pruning, and fertilizing. We have free stump removal with takedowns, free estimates, affordable rates, and senior citizens discounts. Call 774-TREE. That's 774-8733. Get your yard ready for the warmer weather. If it deals with a tree, call me, Creel Tree Service. 774-8733. That's 774-TREE.
Relief window, experience Relief window.
When my wife and I started Relief Windows, what we were trying to do, what our goal was to give a quality job to a homeowner. Everybody's scared of contractors. We wanted to change the mold of what that is. Not showing up on time, not answering the phone, somebody running with your money. The reason why you should pick Relief Windows to do your renovation of your home, windows, doors, hardy planker siding, is because of the experience, quality service of our company. Service is everything we have. It's the foundation of our company. We're going to show up on time. We're going to do the job right. Over 60% of our customers is customer referral. We're a local company here in Baton Rouge, built in Baton Rouge, staying in Baton Rouge. Okay. The job's not done until you're happy and we're happy. It's built the old-fashioned way, with a handshake. Here at Relief Windows is honored to be official window, door, and siding company of LSU Athletics, from one winning team to another.
Relief window.
My name is Dr. Nicole Rogers, and I'm here in Old Metairie, Louisiana at Hair Restoration of the South, where your hair is our care. And I'd like to invite you to come and visit and discuss various options for treatment of thinning hair. These can include both medical and surgical options. You don't have to go straight to surgery. In the meantime, feel free to check out our website, hairrestorationofthesouth.com, and we look forward to seeing you soon.
This is an important announcement. If you're between 50 and 85 and worried about your loved ones, you can still get affordable life insurance for peace of mind.
My life insurance coverage is guaranteed, and I was not required to get a medical exam.
I had high blood pressure and diabetes, and I got my coverage with one telephone call. No exam necessary.
I'm a smoker, and I wanted to take care of my family. I called to get my life insurance and my affairs in order. I wanted to do the right thing.
Call Final Expense No Exam Insurance. Your rates are guaranteed and will never increase.
I called and learned that this insurance cannot be canceled even if you get sick or gain weight.
And there are no restrictions on how my beneficiaries use the money when I'm gone.
Approval was easy, and the price was right. I wanted to do this for my children.
Call 800-654-9927, 800-654-9927.
We continue with Tigers Roar here on Pelican Sports TV. Appreciate you watching and spreading the roar as we roll through as football season gets closer. That's what everybody wants.
Saints are reporting in a couple of weeks.
Yeah, Saints will be getting it going. Prep football, not that far from getting started. Now, as one would suspect, lots of good questions and answers from Coach Orgeron over in Birmingham. Here's some more stuff for you from the head man of the LSU Tigers, Ed Orgeron.
Parrish Alford, Daily Journal in Tupelo. Ed, how are you?
Hi, Parrish.
How do you think you are different now as a head coach than you were during your time at Ole Miss?
Yeah, you know, I'm very grateful for my time at Ole Miss. I had a great time. The job in the SEC, Was given a great chance. Wasn't ready. I went there as a defensive line coach. I did the things that I did as a defensive line coach that were very successful over the years. It didn't work at Ole Miss. And although we recruited well, the day I left Ole Miss, I looked at myself and I called my mentor and I said, hey, there's some things that I got to change. I'm going to be a head coach again. There's some things I need to change. I need to find out why I wasn't successful. We dug in. I wanted to see different coaches. We dug into watching other people and talked to some mentors of mine. And here are the two things that I came up with. Number one, I was going to treat the team exactly how I treat my sons. No different. And I was going to treat every coach on the coaching staff with respect and let him coach his position as he knew it. Ever since those two line changes, we've been 12-4. So that's the difference.
Pat Billy Gainesville. So, Coach, you talk about having to go play 5 conference games on the road, which is very unusual, and the predicament that the decision last year put you in.
You know, it is what it is. Here's what we do at LSU. We take one day at a time, one game at a time. We know we have a very tough schedule, but we don't look at it that way. We look at it as a chance to compete. We look at it as a chance when we take our team to the road, on the road, to go into a hostile environment, and we accept that challenge. And we want to compete at the highest level, and that's part about being in the SEC.
Yeah, Mike Bianchi with the Orlando Sentinel. Follow up to that question. Florida last week scheduled you as their homecoming game. Do you think that has anything to do with the bad blood with the Hurricane Matthew game? And do you take any exception to that?
Yeah, here's what I got to tell you. People are going to do what they're going to do. And Florida's a great rival for us. We respect them. Anytime we go into the swamp, it's going to be a battle. We need to prepare. I have a lot of respect for Coach McElwain and the job that they do. But we're going to be ready to play regardless of what it is. We have an upcoming opponent that week that is very tough, and I'm going to get our team ready to play.
Chase Goodbread with NFL.com. Coach, Chuck Smith, he used to play at Tennessee and is a private pass rushing coach now. He's worked with Arden Key. He said recently that he thinks he's going to be better than Myles Garrett. I know you've seen plenty of Myles Garrett the last few years. Would you put him in that class?
Well, I'm saying he can be. There's no question. And he's a different player than Myles. I recruited Myles. I have a lot of respect for Myles Garrett. Obviously, he was the #1 player picked in the draft. Can Arden reach that status and perhaps surpass it? Yes, he can.
Scooter Hobbs, Lake Charles, American Press. Your opener against BYU kicks off at 8:30.
Yes, sir.
It's not unusual for a college game to last 3.5 hours or more.
Yes, sir.
BYU doesn't play on Sunday. Have you considered what happens if the clock strikes midnight?
I think that that will be held up to the referees, and I'll let them make that decision. It has been discussed within the realm of our assistant coaches. Yes, it has, but that's out of our hands.
Edward Ashoff, ESPN. 10 years ago, you were here as Ole Miss's head coach. Just how surreal of a feeling is it to now be LSU's head coach with everything you've gone through?
I thank God. I do believe he had a big hand in this. And you know, I thank my mentors. I thank Jimmy Johnson. I thank Pete Carroll. Those guys taught me a lot. I thank our players. I think when you take over for Les Miles, who did a tremendous job, who hired me, did a tremendous job at LSU. When you walk in Sunday afternoon, you're the head football coach. You have to have some players that lead the way. And I think those guys, the seniors that were on the team last year, that supported me, and the team bought into what we were doing. And so a lot of factors had to happen for me to get the job at LSU, and I'm very, very honored to be the head coach here.
Zach Ottavio, Sporting News. Coach, you saw glimpses of various guys last year in a future role. How do you think he steps into that full-time in 2017 and also as a leader for the offense?
I think he's going to flourish. I think he's absolutely going to. He flourished last year. In the last 5 or 6 games, he's having a better career this year. I think Matt's going to know how to use him. Matt's going to throw some holes for him. Darius is a tremendous player. I think he'll end up being, after the season, barring any injury, one of the top players in the country, if not the top player in the country.
Pat Forty from Yahoo Sports. Ed, one reason there was a coaching change at LSU was an inability to beat Alabama. How big is the gap right now in your mind between Alabama and LSU, and how can you close it?
Obviously, they've done a great job. Coach Saban's done a great job. We did a great job at LSU. Last year was a very tight game. It was 0-0 going into the third quarter. Their quarterback made 2 plays. We didn't. So I don't know if there's that big of a gap. I think that we need to play our football. Obviously, there's a lot of people on our schedule that are very, very good football teams, so we can't just point to Alabama, but they're a benchmark. I understand that the head coach at LSU must beat Alabama. I think that the way to beat Alabama is to recruit on their level. They're recruiting at a very high level now. They do a great job of evaluation and coach very well and get your team ready to play. And again, last year we wasn't that far away.
James Garvey at Vail.com. Hey, can you explain the tactics you've employed regarding satellite camps in your state and outside schools coming in?
Yeah.
What do you say to the prospects from Louisiana who not only you may not be recruiting, but who may have had opportunities for exposure to schools from outside the state limited to your tactics?
Yeah, let me say this here. The recruiting process for us, we have 6 weeks in April and May that we can go identify and evaluate players that we've been studying for over 2 years. And we go to Texas, we go to Georgia, we go to Alabama, they come to our states. Opportunity for guys to get recruited. There's Exos film, there's recruiting lists. Guys are not going uncovered nowadays. If there's a guy on a country road, my GPS will get me there if he's that good enough. So as far as opportunity, there's a lot of opportunity given to these young men during those 6 weeks of evaluation. So I'll promise you this, if there's a player that LSU wants, we are going to fly there, we are going to drive there, and we're going to get to his high school to evaluate him. Now, as far as satellite camps, am I a big fan of satellite camps? No. Do I wish we would go back to only having our satellite camps on our campus? Yes, I do, but that's not my decision.
Ron Davis.com. Yeah, for a while I was here, we saw you 10 years as a young coach, and to see you now. Do you think you have something to prove as a head coach? Because they remember from 10 years ago, it didn't turn out very well. Do you think you have something to prove to not only yourself, but people that, I mean, I can be a head coach, I can be successful with this?
No, I think that's out there. But to me, we did it. I took a school at USC. We went 6-2. We beat 4th ranked Stanford. Played pretty good last year. We beat Louisville. I feel that I'm ready to be the head coach at LSU. My players feel that. There's a need for me to prove the I don't feel the pressure from that. I know this. I understand the expectation of LSU. I was born in Louisiana, and they're very high. But we have the same expectations of our staff and ourselves. So I don't feel the pressure, but I do acknowledge that that's out there, and I still need to prove that now that I'm the head coach, we need to win, and I get it.
Yes, Coach Dwayne right here, Montgomery Advertising. Two-part question. One, looking at the offense last year against Alabama was a tough go. Was that more of Alabama's defense, or do you guys scheme on offense? And second, how do you feel like a new coordinator and Danny coming back for a second year will help the offense?
Yeah, very good question. Listen, when it comes down to playing Alabama, it starts with protection. They're great up front. They talk great. They have great athletes up front, and you have to protect the quarterback. Yeah, we didn't do a good job of that. Protect the quarterback. Danny didn't have any time, and when he did have it, he didn't complete the pass that we should. The year before, we tried to run the football on him. We couldn't do it. So it has to be a combination. You have to spread the ball around. You have to put the ball in the playmaker's hands in space and let them make plays. But it all starts with protection first.
Matt Lowe with Lindy Sports. You lost your top 3 tacklers on your defense last year, and Riley there at linebacker, Beckham at linebacker. Those are the 2 critical pieces. Who are some guys that you're looking at maybe to step up to play there, but also supply a leadership role as well?
Yeah, well, I'm really looking at it for Sharp Lawrence. I think that he is going to be an excellent defensive end for us. And Christian Lockature didn't play for us last year. So he's going to be playing defensive end. He's a leader. He's a team captain. So we believe that we're going to have it in those 2 young men. And then linebacker Devin White has to step up into the leadership role. He's an outstanding player. He's mature. In fact, he called me about a month ago. He says, Coach, will you help me be a leader on this football team? Let me know what I need to do. So we're expecting those guys to do it. Donnie Alexander's going to be a senior. I think that he is going to take the leadership role and do a great job for us.
Well, you talked about your kids, the joy you had in Philadelphia, seeing where those kids were going to go, and in terms of Leonard Fournette, thanks to things like the combine, everybody knows his measurables, everybody knows his height, his weight, everybody knows his stats in college. But what are they getting in Jacksonville that isn't measured by a number?
Yes, because you get the good man, you get the father, you get the guy that loves life. Leonard was never on a list by any disciplinary reasons. Leonard was a great teammate. Leonard wanted to fight for his players. That last game of going into bowl, Leonard could not play. Leonard came to me in tears and said, Coach, I can't go. I can't play. I said, Leonard, I understand. We will not put you in jeopardy, son. Don't worry about it. I will tell the meeting. So things that you heard that he may have skipped the game or whatever, that had nothing to do with anything. In fact, against Florida, he didn't practice all week. He wasn't supposed to play. He tried to play. He wanted to play. So he's a teammate. He has a great heart. He's a great father. You get a great guy, a great man.
All right, Coach, thank you for your time.
Thank you, guys. Go Tigers.
Every LSU coach.
Personnel is told to say go.
Every LSU coach
End of
ends
any
it.
radio interview, TV interview. I bet they say it when they're talking to a sports writer.
Go
Yeah,
Tigers.
they go Tigers.
That's right.
But no, I agree. Coach Orgeron put the professional persona on, and I think he was a little nervous and
Might have been.
smoothed out as it went. But that's fine. Hey, it'll all matter when they start playing this fall.
I want to be Steve Spurrier's agent, and I'm going to call Commissioner Sankey, and I'm going to barter him out, say, look, this SEC media stuff is boring. I'm going to filter out my guy. You pay him a couple thousand, and he'll talk. And everybody will be happy.
Well, and I've been told attendance is big, but not as big as it has been. Not as many radio row, all that. Social media, internet, you can get everything.
And the Winfrey ups the prices for rooms.
I bet it's a couple hundred a night.
Oh, easy.
Yeah, and then you got to be there for 4 nights, and then the SWAC.
No, most people, once Alabama does it, out of town, gone.
Yeah, well, and then, the SWAC does their meetings in town Friday for those that might be covering both. I know our Carlos Brown will be over there getting some info on the Southern Jaguars
gonna
and
be
the
any good?
SWAC.
I have no idea.
Couldn't have spring practice. We don't know. So, and I also got a little inside info. Could be an announcement next week on the replacement for Roger Kadar out at Southern.
Okay.
We'll wait and see. Anyway, Jordy Hultberg, Tommy Krysan will come back, and Darius Geis getting a lot of attention, and rightfully so. We'll talk about Darius Geis and then let you hear from him after this pause on Tigers Roar, Pelican Sports TV, Baton Rouge, Lafayette, New Orleans, and on the internet at pelicansportstv.com. Stay with us.
This is an important medical announcement. Xarelto and Pradaxa have been linked to uncontrollable bleeding and even death. If you've been prescribed one of these drugs and have experienced these dangerous side effects, you may be entitled to substantial compensation. Studies show that Pradaxa can cause more heart attacks than warfarin, and other countries have already issued safety warnings against this drug. Call now for a free assessment of your case and potential money damages. The call is confidential. There's no cost, and you may be eligible. Juries have awarded millions of dollars to Pradaxa victims, and thousands of Xarelto victims are filing their legal cases. Call the Drug Watch hotline if you or a loved one used Xarelto or Pradaxa and experienced uncontrollable bleeding, brain hemorrhage, or even death. You must call now.
Call 800-779-1032, 800-779-1032. Hi, I am Dr. Farrell Frugier Jr., and I am a general dentist at Frugier Family Dentistry. I was born and raised in Baton Rouge, Louisiana. I went to Catholic High School, LSU, and LSU School of Dentistry in New Orleans, where I received my DDS degree in 1986. I always have and will continue to be committed to continuing my education, to invest in technology which makes the diagnosis and delivery of dentistry more thorough, more comfortable, and more aesthetically pleasing. In our practice, we are here to serve the patients. We want to improve their quality of life and to develop relationships with our patients. In dentistry, we have a chance to impact lives on a daily basis, not just by doing dentistry, but by getting to know them and being a part of their life. We also believe in giving back to our community. So every year, we give back to the Greater Baton Rouge Food Bank, Toys for Tots, and Mary Bird Perkins Cancer Center. Please stop by and visit our office. We would love to take care of you and your family.
For total home pest control, who are you going to call?
Call the Bug Man, 923-BUGS.
For total pest control for your home or business, call the original Salvat.
Call the Bug Man today, 923-BUGS.
Remind you about WUBR, CBS Sports Radio affiliate, home of the Jim Rome Show, and a local lineup mixed in there with the likes of Jordy Hultberg, Buddy Sanji, myself, Dave Scandaliato, Carlos Brown, Louisiana Music Hall of Fame Radio, hosted by Mike Shepard, and select Houston Astros baseball game. Check it out. Take us with you wherever you go on the TuneIn app or our own app. Just go to your app store and search WUBR. And you can take us with you. And everybody gearing up, rolling through the summer. So it should be some really good stuff. And we appreciate you checking it out and telling some other folks about it. The Pelican Sports post-game show will be simulcast on that station, on the smartphones, the computers, and the tablets. Jordy, tell us about your program in the afternoon in the Lafayette market.
It's on 103.7 FM, KLWB from 2 to 4. And I guess I should say it now. We're being simulcast in New Orleans as well, starting Monday on 1280 WRNO. So looking forward to that. Very excited about that. Get to talk to my home people, my hometown folks. So looking forward to that.
That's good stuff right there. Hey, good stuff is Darius Geis.
Pretty good player. Yeah.
I don't think anybody in August thought he'd lead the Southeastern Conference in rushing. They didn't think he'd lead LSU in rushing.
No.
He ended up leading the whole conference, averaged 7.6 yards per carry, and really made a mark and sent a message that he's going to be one of the best in the country this year, if not the best, and rightfully so. I mean, this guy has really stepped up and did a great job when Fournette was hurt, and now he's the bell cow guy.
And the best thing for him is getting involved in Matt Canada's offense. Hopefully they'll be able to spread that defense away and get those people out of that box, because if he's one-on-one with a linebacker and makes that guy miss, which he's very adept at doing, boy, the defense is in trouble, because he can take it to the house. I love it. I love the way he runs. He runs angry. He runs hard. He doesn't try to run over you. He can, but he tries to slip and get away from you as well. So I really like his game.
He's one of the 3 student athletes that LSU took to the media days over in Birmingham. And we want to let you hear a little bit from Darius Geis. He was well received over there, and he did a fine job.
Nice thread. Nice threads.
In the pink jacket,
Salmon.
the pink blazer, salmon. I'm
the
sorry.
bow tie, salmon.
Yeah, here is Tiger running back Darius Geis.
Ben Baby from the Dallas Morning News. Saw you going back and forth with Leon O'Neal a little bit, one of A&M's recruits. I mean, what's your take on all that, and kind of what are your thoughts on that whole situation?
That's just a little Twitter fun, man. You know, it wasn't nothing serious to me. You know, just a little incoming, freshman, getting too excited. I probably won't even play against him in college. It was just a little fun to me. So that's all that was. It wasn't nothing serious like that. Nah, I mean, a lot of people, think they tough, until they actually get to college. So, I'll see what he does when he get to college.
But what has it been like? He's known for motions, a lot of movement, for trying to disguise things and catch the defense out of position. What's it been like to play for him, and considering what you had in the past, what's been the difference?
He's done exactly that. Like, so even our defense, we get them all off guard, catch them off guard slipping, and then, bust around wide behind them. And like, it's a fun offense. We could do a lot with it. It's very, it's stressful at times for us too, because we got a lot going on before the play actually get called. But, it's going to be a great one, and, I can't wait to run it this year, man. So I'm on the sideline. I don't even think I was looking. Like I was on the knee and I was facing the fans. Like I didn't even want to see it. But so like right when I heard the ball snap, I turned around, and I stood up, and like I get to watching. Because the first thing that came to my mind, you got to trust the coach, you got to trust the process. I trust the players that's on the field, and I thought we had it. So when I saw DJ catch the ball, I was maybe the first one to him in the end zone when I thought we won. And then when I saw them replaying it and I saw that the ball wasn't snapped, when the time expired, I was like, I almost passed out on the field because all my hype and energy just went right down to -0. Like it was just terrible. But, it makes you who you are. The losses and, the bad times, make you better, as a player and, as a person. You got to learn how to accept and live with those. You're not going to win every game. You know what I mean? Even the undefeated teams sometimes lose one game in a year. Like you're not gonna always get what you want. You just gotta take it, go with it, and keep pushing and keep going to the next game.
Lee Shervanian, WNSP Radio Mobile. Describe your running style. If you were a play-by-play announcer, describe your running style.
Like a pinball.
Well, announcers have said that you run angry. Is that fair?
That is fair. My running style is all over the place. I'm wild. I feel like, the stronger and wilder you run, the more you'll get out of the play. The extra yard I'll probably get. When you run soft, high, slow, and mellow, you're most likely not going to end up going forward at the end of the play. That's just my whole process of every play. I want to end the play going forward. So that's just how I look at, how I run. I just want to go forward every play.
Chris Walsh, SEC Country. You were talking about the Auburn game before. Is there one game in particular this year that you're just like, man, I can't wait for that game. I'm really excited for that one?
This year, BYU. You know why? Because it's my first game. So I can't wait for that game. I can't wait to get this season started. Like, I'm just so ready. I hope I get more than 2 carries against BYU. Like I said, Bama's, way further down in the season. I got to focus one game at a time, bro. So if I do that and the whole team do that, we can be unstoppable. Once we get to worrying about Florida and Bama, that's when the whole team lost already. Got to focus on what's right ahead of you. So camp, I hope I get 2 or more carries at the scrimmages during camp. So.
Hey, Darius Beardsley with CBS Sports. I got 2 questions since you could probably stay here all day if we keep giving these microphones out. So, one, what's it like when Arden Key's coming in pass pro and you got to take him on? And then 2, tell me about the suit. What were your thoughts when you saw it on the mannequin, and how'd you end up with it?
Well, Arden know not to rush at me. He know I'm gonna cut him, so he don't even rush me. Whenever I'm on his side, he don't even rush really, because I'm gonna just go straight for his legs. And on the suit, man, actually I picked up this style from Arden. Every game, Arden always got the crazy blazer jacket going. Like he always got some type of style and design with his blazers. And when I walked in, to the store, to go suit shopping a week ago, I saw this on the mannequin, bro. And I'm looking at the mirror, and I was like, man, let me take this off this thing and see how I look it. So I put it on, and I say, yep, that's what you wearing Monday, bro. And that's how I came up with it, bro. So.
Yeah, to piggyback off Lee's question just a moment ago, he said announcers say you run angry, and you said yes, you would say that's true. Was there somebody like in your life that disrespected you, something bad that happened that you think about when you play? Do you play with a chip on your shoulder? If not, that's okay, but I'm just curious if there's something behind that angry running.
Yeah, there is something behind it, and I guess it's what I've been through my whole life. My family's still in it, and I guess, the reason I run why I run is, just to get my family away from it. I don't want my family to be in a situation anymore. I'm very fortunate to be here. I'm very fortunate to be alive, from where I come from. And, I guess I just run for better days for my 5-year-old brother, for my mom, and my older brother, I just run for better days for them. I feel like that's where all the anger and, all the angerness come from. Just wanting better days.
All right, that's all we have time for. Thanks, Darius.
All right, Darius Geis, a lot of
Excellent.
expectations on
Yep.
him this year.
Yep. He handled himself absolutely magnificently. He was one of the few that really spoke his mind and was candid. So many others are very straight-laced and by the book. He was terrific.
No, I thought he did a super job. We'll take a break, come back, got a little LSU basketball note for you that kind of flew under the radar a little earlier this summer. We'll get to that and get the basketball guys' thoughts right after this pause on Tigers Roar. Jordy Hultberg, Tommy Krysan, stay with us.
You studied hard, went to college, and achieved your dream, but it turned into a financial nightmare. If you have federal student loans and you'd like to reduce your payments, get more time, or have your loans completely eliminated, then we have good news. With one call to Student Loan Relief Services, you can find support and guidance. We've already helped thousands of people, and we can help you too. If you have $10,000 or more in federal student loans, you can qualify for payment extensions, payment reductions, or you may qualify to have your federal student loan completely forgiven. Call Student Loan Relief Services now to find out about your options. Take control of your finances and get out from under this burden. One of our student loan experts has the answers to your questions and great solutions to ease your financial burden. We're here for you. Call Student Loan Relief Services now.
Call 800-718-3516. 800-718-3516.
Hello, my name is Debbie. Welcome to Debbie's Bridal, a formal affair. Come to my summer blowout sale starting June 15th. Half off sale items. Everything must go. Hope to see you there.
My name is Raven. I work at Debbie's Bridal and she makes your dreams come true.
Hello. Hola. 你好.
Experience what the Baton Rouge International School can offer your children. Now welcoming displaced students for short and long-term stability.
We continue with Tigers Roar, and there's so much football talk, and that's going to blow up here in the coming weeks. But a little something on the radar kind of snuck in as LSU basketball coach Will Wade, and again, I get nothing but positive feedback and reports on him, and you're more connected than I am, certainly with LSU hoops. But Javonte Smart, the outstanding player at Scotlandville High School, right in the Baton Rouge area, has made the verbal commitment to LSU. This is huge for LSU. It's huge for Louisiana. This is good in all kind of ways. Talk about it.
Back-to-back Gatorade High School Player of the Year in the state of Louisiana. All you need to know is Kentucky, Kansas, UCLA, the Blue Bloods, Duke, we're all after this kid. He said, I want to stay home. I want to help build LSU basketball up. He's the biggest ranked recruit other than Ben Simmons that LSU's had in decades. He's certainly one of the top point guards in the country. And him coming certainly helps solidify Will Wade's mantra as being a good recruiter. On the flip side, he's got a lot of guards, and Jalen Patterson is the latest one to defect and leave because it's all about playing time. And Jalen Patterson saw the writing on the wall, so that opens up another scholarship. I think it might be too late to try and find somebody for this team, but that certainly opens up a scholarship for the next year. So we'll see what Will Wade does with that. But Javonte Smart, it's kind of like Jared DiNardo going out to get Kevin Falk. It was that kid that you needed to get, you had to get, and as of right now, they've got him. So hopefully they'll keep him.
And what I like about it, you know this as well as anybody, that's going to help draw other top-level players, big-time recruits into the program. So that's a good. And I continue to hear good stuff about Will Wade. I haven't met him yet. I'm going to try to get down to campus in August and do my little hey at 2 a.m. in 10 minutes with him and go from there.
Let's not bury Johnny Jones, because he and his staff have been on this kid since he was in the 8th grade. And they've been after him, and so he knew all about LSU. But obviously, Will Wade came in with a new enthusiasm, a new plan, and showed him what he thought would be his role and how he could play. One and done? Quite possibly. We'll have to wait and see. But he's that good.
Did you see Krzyzewski's comments about, He thinks they need to get rid of the one and done rule. Let kids have two choices. A, go from high school to the NBA, or B, if you go to college, you must stay 2 years, kind of like the baseball rules, 3 years unless you turn 21. There's a little snag in that. But and I'm not a fan of Mike Krzyzewski, but that's the most sense I heard about this whole NBA draft one and done thing. I like the comment by Krzyzewski.
And here's the reason why that can work. The NBA is now actually putting resources into their developmental league. So if you're a high school kid and you don't want to go to school, that's fine. If you're good enough, and they're going to pay them, and pay them substantially compared to what the D-League was making before. So the Pelicans are going to have a D-League team. Everybody's going to have a D-League team. And so that helps with that. And I think that's right around the corner because I think the NBA players are tired of it. I think kids need to have the right to do one of two things. I think it's going to work. I like it.
And, of course, the New Orleans Saints will crank it up near the end of July, training in Metairie this year, not going back to West Virginia.
Houston's going there.
Hopefully some of those new Saints are getting used to the weather around here a little bit,
They've been snake bit with injuries.
Man,
Golly.
gee, well, anyway.
Nick Fairley and Teron Armstead and Max Unger. Oof.
But as you proclaim, football not really here yet.
Not yet.
Again, they'll report on July 30th. They'll start practice on July 31st.
The cork is almost out the bottle. Then the wine has to breathe a little bit. And then once we're here, how do we know until we actually tee it up for real, put the lights on, and keep score? How do we know?
It'll be an interesting month of August for the high schoolers, for LSU, Southern, ULL. I mean, that Tulane's supposed to be a little better. I mean, it's going to be a fun time in Louisiana, as it always is, because nobody loses a game in the first part of August.
Take it true to heart here. Those freshmen are going to see something they have never seen before. They're fixing to be introduced to the real world quickly.
Welcome to the world
real
of
world.
College football. Huh?
Yes.
Hey, we do want to remind you, if you have not liked us on Facebook yet, please do so.
Why wouldn't you?
Facebook page is Pelican Broadcasting. Twitter account is
What's not
at
to love?
Pelican Sports. YouTube channel where you can get this program and lots of other things we do at the Pelican here. YouTube.com/Pelican Broadcasting. You can watch things at your convenience. Of course, replays on Pelican Sports TV, the ETEL cable system serving Ascension Parish, parts of Livingston Parish, and they're expanding around a little bit too. Throughout the central part of Louisiana, and they'll tell you a whole lot more about that. Jordy, it's been a lot of fun, as always, as we roll through this summertime. It is plenty hot, so be careful out there.
It's coming soon. That's right.
All right. It takes a lot of people to put this show together. We appreciate all their efforts. Most importantly, we appreciate you watching the program and spreading the roar. Jordy Hultberg, Tommy Krysan, Tigers Roar on Pelican Sports TV.
This is an important announcement. If you're between 50 and 85 and worried about your loved ones, you can still get affordable life insurance for peace of mind.
My life insurance coverage is guaranteed, and I was not required to get a medical exam.
I had high blood pressure and diabetes, and I got my coverage with one telephone call. No exam necessary.
I'm a smoker, and I wanted to take care of my family. I called to get my life insurance and my affairs in order. I wanted to do the right thing.
Call Final Expense No Exam Insurance. Your rates are guaranteed and will never increase.
I called and learned that this insurance cannot be canceled even if you get sick or gain weight.
And there are no restrictions on how my beneficiaries use the money when I'm gone.
Approval was easy and the price was right. I wanted to do this for my children.
Call 800-654-9927, 800-654-9927.
Hello, my name is Debbie. Welcome to Debbie's Bridal, A Formal Affair. Come to my summer blowout sale starting June 15th. Half off sale items. Everything must go. Hope to see you there.
My name's Raven. I work at Debbie's Bridal, and she makes your dreams come true.